She gets nervous and excited. Now this is the train that will take a line to London. अब यही ट्रेन जो अप्रोच हो रहा था उसके सामने आने वाला था, वही ट्रेन जो उसको लेके जाने वाला है लंदन. एंड शी वॉज ए स्कॉटिश गर्ल. वो स्कॉटलैंड से है, वो स्कॉटलैंड से बिलोंग करता है. अभी वो लंदन जा रहे हैं गाना सीखने के लिए. ठीक है. इन एकेडमी कॉल रॉयल Academy of Music. Right now Evelyn is in Scotland. Evelyn belongs to Scotland. Scotland is a country in Europe. Scotland is a country in Europe. Now Scotland is not as fast as London. जैसे कि जो माहौल है स्कॉटलैंड में वो एक लंदन की जैसे नहीं है. लंदन इज द फास्ट एरिया. So London has a very fast life. It is urban. It is an urban place, whereas Scotland has farms and a countryside. मतलब क्या है कि London is a very developed area and Scotland is not up to that mark. Okay, in compared to the London. Now London has got many facilities, but what the facilities have got in London, the same facilities are not available in Scotland. And leaving Scotland so that is why Evelyn is nervous, because she is leaving Scotland for London, and now she is also excited. So that is why Evelyn is nervous, because she is leaving Scotland for London. This was the first time for Evelyn Glennie to leave Scotland and go to London to learn new things. Because she is leaving London and she is also excited. Now why is she excited? Now why Evelyn Glennie is excited? Now Evelyn Glennie is excited because she is doing something that she is always dreamed of. मतलब जो कोई होने से भी जो ड्रीम किया हुआ है कि हम ये करेगा, अच्छा काम करेगा ना, हम कहीं टूर पे जाएगा, जब फाइनली सक्सेस होता है ड्रीम तब सबको अच्छा लगता है और एक्साइटेड, फुल एक्साइटमेंट होता है. Because she is doing something that she is always dreamed of. She is going to the Royal Academy of Music to learn music. So what was the dream of Evelyn Glennie? Evelyn Glennie's dream was to learn music in London in an academy called Royal Academy of Music. So finally when Evelyn Glennie's dream has come true, now she was nervous and at the same time she was excited too. She was feeling excited. She was nervous because she have never been to London or some in urban area alone. And at the time why she was excited, because she was getting the chance to go London to learn music. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. So moving from a rural area to a fast life. So moving from a rural area to a fast life was a smaller challenge. So for Evelyn Glennie, moving from a rural area to a urban area means जब वो स्कॉटलैंड छोड़ के जा रहा था लंदन, it was not a big deal for her, because it was not a big challenge for her. But Evelyn faced a much bigger challenge. Okay, in front of her there was her loss of hearing. यहाँ में बोला जा रहा है कि जो Evelyn Glennie was moving to Scotland, moving to London, going to London, leaving Scotland. It was not a big deal for her. It was not a big challenge for her. biggest challenge for her. But the main challenging situation was that Evelyn faced the much bigger challenge in front of her. That was her loss of hearing. मतलब उसको सुनाई नहीं देता था. She could not hear. Moving from a rural area to a first life was the smaller challenge for Evelyn. मतलब वही है कि जो रूरल एरिया से अर्बन एरिया जाता है तब नर्वसनेस फील होता है, वो बड़ी बात नहीं था उसके लिए. उसका मेन चैलेंजिंग सिचुएशन वाज दैट शी कांट हियर एनीथिंग. ओके, दैट्स एनफ फॉर टुडे.